So, a lot of people confuse a revelation with a revolution, and while a revelation might lead to a revelation is not necessarily a revolution. And the revolutionary poet will tell you exactly what is wrong and what horrendous things are happening in the places nobody talks about, but this is not a revolutionary poem. And the revolutionary poet will raise your awareness, raise your voice, raise your understanding, and raise your expectations, but this is not a revolutionary poem. And by this point, a revolutionary poem would have you angry or crying, shedding light on injustices and illuminating people dying, but this is not a revolutionary poem. This poem is the glee of a crackpot symphony. This poem is the dance of Fred Astaire on acid. This poem is about this poem. And this poem may have had roofies slipped into its ink pot, and this poem probably overdosed on vitamin F, but this poem is bound for Syracuse, having long ago fallen off the train. This poem is the change of a dominatrix slipped into a preschool teacher's desk. This poem is like horny deja vu. Yeah. This poem is the dog's ass, rubbed into the carpet. It's a shit-stare streaker that's traveled over 5,000 miles in order to arouse your disinterest into having boring sex against a back alley sushi dumpster in the middle of July. This is not a revolutionary poem. This poem probably drank beer for breakfast, will be vomiting bile for lunch and rejoicing after doing so because there will be more room for whiskey. And this poem is a drug-sniffing dog, high on cocaine and amphetamines, not entirely sure whether it wants to maul you or fuck you to death. This is not a revolutionary poem, nor does it revolve, evolve, or evoke any change. This poem is the same thing said differently in a slightly deeper voice. And this poem cleared Homeland Security, but it's not sure how or why. Because this poem is Stephen Harper masturbating in a government office filled only with portraits of himself. This is not a revolutionary poem. And the revolutionary poet would probably call this poem horseshit. And the revolutionary poet would not be entirely wrong because this is not a revolutionary poem. This is a call out in your craziest of voices. This is a call out in your craziest of voices. Dance like you've never seen your mother naked. Taste the forbidden flavor of the urinal puck. Gesticulate wildly while you masticate and kiss somebody just for sitting next to you and let them try to take a swing because this poem would like to see more of you being more of you. And this poem loves to hear your voices and wants to see you naked. This poem thinks you are beautiful even if the world is not. This poem would definitely like to see some change in the world. But this is not a revolutionary poem.